Hello students, I hope you are all good. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about first type of error, that is systematic error, and first source of systematic error, that is instrumental error. In this video, we will learn about some of the other sources of systematic errors: random error, least count error, arithmetic mean, absolute error, and mean absolute error. So let's start with second source of systematic error, that is imperfection in experimental technique or procedure. To determine the temperature of a human body, a thermometer placed under the armpit will always give a temperature lower than the actual value of the body temperature. Other external conditions such as change in humidity, temperature, wind velocity, etc. during the experiment may systematically affect the measurement. After that, let's discuss about the third source of systematic error, that is personal errors. Such errors arise due to an individual's bias, lack of proper setting of apparatus, or individual's carelessness in taking observations without observing proper precautions, etc. For example, if you by habit always hold your head a bit too far to the right while reading the position of a needle on the scale, you will introduce an error due to the parallax. We will discuss about parallax method in the forwarding lecture. After that, let's discuss about the second type of error, which is random errors. The random errors are errors which occur irregularly and hence are random with respect to sign and size. These can arise due to random and unpredictable fluctuation in experimental conditions. Example, unpredictable fluctuations in temperature, voltage supply, mechanical vibrations of experimental setups, etc. Personal unbiased errors by the observer taking readings, etc. For example, when the same person repeats the same observation, it is very likely that he may get different reading every time. After that, let's discuss about the third type of error, that is least count error. Least count is the smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument. Least count error is the error associated with the resolution of the instrument. For example, a Werner caliper has the least count as 0.01 centimeter. A spirometer may have a least count of 0.001 centimeter. Least count error belongs to the category of random errors, but within a limited size. It occurs with both systematic and random errors. If we use a meter scale for measurement of length, it may have a gradation at 1 mm division, scale, spacing, or interval. After that, let's talk about arithmetic mean. Let the values obtained in several measurements are A1, A2, A3, and so on An. The arithmetic mean of these values is taken as the best possible value of the quantity under the given condition of measurement, as A mean is equals to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus so on plus An divided by n, where n is the number of observation. After that, let's discuss about absolute error. The magnitude of the difference between the true value of the quantity and the individual measurement value is called the absolute error of the measurement. This is denoted by mod delta A. Note, in the absence of any other method of knowing true value, we consider arithmetic mean as the true value. Then the errors in the individual measurement values are delta A1 is equals to A mean minus A1, delta A2 is equals to A mean minus A2, and so on delta An is equals to A mean minus An. The delta A calculated above may be positive in certain cases and negative in some other cases, but absolute error mod delta A will always be positive. After that, let's discuss mean absolute error. It is the arithmetic mean of the magnitude of absolute errors in all the measurement of the quantity. It is generally represented by delta A mean. If we do a single measurement, the value we get may be in the range of A mean plus minus delta A mean.